Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week and had a great day. This is one of my tops that I had gotten for Christmas. I got from Dolly. So listen, last night, Bravo was back, baby. Bravo was back from break. So we got Coast to Coast Housewives last night, starting in Beverly Hills and ending in New York City. I'm going to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because that is, of the two of them, the one that doesn't suck. So we're going to talk about that one. Did I watch New York City? I did. Did I make notes? No. So I have to rewatch it. Make notes. Tonight is Salt Lake City. So we will eventually get to New York City. As always, we will. But tonight, we're going to take a trip to 90210. So let's start talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. So to start off, Bose and her man had a nice little romantic picnic on the beach with a little charcuterie. And they have a long distance relationship where he's in San Diego, she's in Los Angeles. I loved these two together. I love the openness and the honesty. And she was like, so are you dating for to be in a relationship for marriage? He's like, yeah, otherwise why would I be dating? Yes. So it looks like they might be on track for a little, maybe, if you like it then you should have put a ring on it. You didn't think you were singing, did you? It's not good singing, it is singing. Okay. Next, Dorit meets Erica for lunch. I thought it was nice. I think it's good that it's nice that she's getting some good news. Like, good things are happening to her in the midst of this shit show that she's living through right now. Her parents are in town, so that's great. She has some backup, and she has, another person or a couple more people to lean on. And Phoenix, her daughter Phoenix, takes ballet. She's a ballerina, and she was cast in a show. She got the lead, and I believe I did see something out on maybe Instagram or something like that, where her daughter was dancing the lead in the Nutcracker. So congratulations, good for Phoenix. That was very awesome to hear. She does start talking about what's going on with the marriage, and she is, for her kids' sake, she is compartmentalizing her feelings right now. She does mention coming up she has a therapy session with PK, so we'll see how that goes. And Erica tells her, listen, PK, as long as he's sober, maybe leave just a little bit of the crack of the door open to let him in. I'm thinking in my mind that Dorit is like, well, if we have these therapy sessions, that is a good sign. Maybe we'll be able to get back together. I don't think so. I think he has slammed that door shut, and I think he locked it. And I think he put the deadbolt up. And I think he set like the security system. No, like a real security system, not like a security system that you would get from Teddy Mellencamp's soon-to-be ex, Edwin. Okay, they also talk about Sutton. Now listen, I have liked Sutton. However, this season, I can see some of the things that they're saying. And both Erica and Dorit were like, I think it's kind of a little hypocritical of her to be leading this whole charge of, yay, let's sisterhood and women supporting women, and let's be open and honest, and let's all be able to share what we're thinking without any yelling, which is crazy because that's all Sutton did this episode. Yeah, I can see she might not be the person that should be pushing for this sisterhood project, especially when I see where she does have that tendency to maybe hit you kind of when you're at a low point. Like Erica was like, she did it with me. I mean, everybody did it. Everybody did it when she was at her low point, though, because her name was being brought up in all of these heinous, just disgusting financial crimes against these poor victims. And she really didn't, the way that she like put herself out there, and she kind of portrayed herself to be not really caring for the victims. But I mean, there's that. And then they were like, she hit Kyle last season when she was at her lowest, and now she's hitting Dorit when she's at her lowest. So I can see what they're talking about. That's all. I can see what they're talking about. I mean, I'm not gonna not agree with them on this. Okay, so Garcelle took Oliver's son, her other son, and his girlfriend, I think, out to the beach house. Oh, that beach house is so nice. Like, it's just beautiful and airy, but it's cozy. I was just wondering today, though, with all the wildfires, all the fires that are going on out there in California, I wonder if that affected, I hope it didn't get her house, but it's beautiful. And she was talking about like how Oliver had his struggles with addiction in the past. And she used tough love to show him like, well, listen, you're at this point and I'm going to shut you out to show you like, if you continue down this path, this is what you're going to lose. Like, you're going to lose your brother and me and your family. And luckily it worked out. And now to see him flourishing with his son and in such a good place, that's awesome to see. Okay, so Dorit had Bose over. And oh, honey, we got to it. I'm gonna need my beverage for this. It's water. So that therapy session was 4 hours long. Girl, 4 hours long. I would have needed some hydration. I would have needed a snack. And I would have needed to go to the bathroom several times. So they obviously went in with separate approaches in mind. She probably went in with an open mind. He obviously went in like he had just prepared for war, and he was going to battle it out. He was going to take no prisoners. And he, to me, probably went in with no thought in his mind of even entertaining working it out. And then at one point he screamed at her, "This is why I want a divorce, and I don't want to be married to this woman anymore." That came out of, and that Dorit was like, that came out of nowhere, because they had been, amicable. They had been friendly with each other. And then all of a sudden this, and then he gets up, he walks out of the door. He he stormed out of the room, slammed the door. And then she says, I then realized that I need to prepare myself. Yes, you should have been prepared for this before, but this should hammer it down. Be prepared. Get all of your ducks in a row with your lawyer. Get everything in order that you need to be in order, because this is going to end in divorce. He doesn't want anything other than a divorce. So prepare yourself. Also, I thought it was interesting. They were talking about Camille, and listen, I'm with Bose. Why exactly was Camille there? Like, I get it that Kyle was in Camille's wedding like years ago, but I didn't know that they were still like super close friends. And Dorit was like straight out. She was like, she did that on purpose. And just to let you know, she didn't tell me that that Camille was going to be coming. So that was like an ambush. That was just like, I would not, listen, I agree with Dorit. That right there, if I would have walked into that and I was Dorit, I probably would have thought the same thing. Like, why couldn't Kyle give me a heads up on this? She knows that they clash every time they see each other, and they don't get along. So maybe a heads up would have been nice. That's all I'm saying. I agree with her. Bose also brings up what Sutton had said to Dorit. Bose was hurt by that, and it seems to me like she was taken aback by the fact that Sutton is going to take the one thing in Dorit's life that is causing her the most pain. She's going to sharpen it up, and then she's going to turn it right back on Dorit and weaponize it and use it to hurt her. So now I feel like this has now maybe opened her eyes to how Sutton is. Because maybe in the past, we don't know exactly how deep of a friendship Bose and Sutton have, because if it's just surface things where they see them out at like parties and they talk, that is very different from, you call each other, or you text, or, maybe you actually go out and do things with that person, because surface level is very different from the other thing. And I would imagine surface level out in LA and out in Hollywood is even like more shallow, because there it's all about image. You know what I mean? So maybe this has opened her eyes to a little bit more of like her personality. Okay. Erica hires a interior decorator to the stars, which I don't know where she's getting this money, but he does he decorated for Cher, and I don't know why she said one of the Kardashians. Like the Kardashians have style or something. The Kardashians have style. Okay. And she was talking about like how beautiful her old house was, like the mansion up in Pasadena. Honestly, it was big. I always thought that number one, I thought it was gaudy. I thought it was just kind of gaudy looking and outdated. And I always got the feeling that it was not dirty, but like musty. Because you remember in the one, I think it was the first season that she was on, and they were in the backyard and they were like, we gotta get these tiles replaced. And they showed the pool. Would I have swam in it? Sure, I would have swam in it, but it just looked kind of dingy, I think this little bungalow that she has right now I think it's cute. I like it. I would prefer that over that big giant mansion, because it got a little cabana deal in the back with a pool. But from what I understand, I thought I saw something online where allegedly she just bought like a 6-bedroom house. I don't know if that's true. It could very well be wrong. If she did, with what? Where? With what money? So, So Erica is being honored by GLAAD at the Viper Room because there's going to be a release of a new song. What was it called? It was called, not Boomerang. Oh, it starts with a B. If somebody remembers what the name of the song is, Barnacle. No, it's not Barnacle. Put it in the comments if you remember what it is. I'm gonna tell you, it had a beat, but Jennifer Tilly was right. I mean, it's not gonna be winning any awards for like Song of the Year for songwriting. I'm just saying. I mean, it had a beat. And we also find out that, listen, Garcelle has dated has went on at least one date with a lot of people in Hollywood because she made out with Johnny Depp once. Because remember, they're going to the Viper Room. He probably doesn't still own the Viper Room. I wonder. I wouldn't imagine that he would after everything that went down there. I wouldn't think so. I was surprised that was still open. So, okay. Before they get there, though, Dorit and Erica FaceTime. Dorit asks Erica, do you know if Kyle has been speaking to or has been communicating with PK by text or anything? Do you know if they've been communicating? Dorit doesn't know if they have been. Erica doesn't know if they have been. Probably because neither one of them talk to Sutton or Garcelle because they know. And Dorit was like, well, it wouldn't surprise me if he is talking to her because that's how he finds out information. That's how he would get information about me. And how about Kyle brought Kesha? Kesha, listen, you're going to be having Erica Jane. You're going to have Erica Jane up on stage when you got Kesha in the audience? And that wasn't even a singing. I don't even know that I heard her singing. It sounded like she was just talking and it was playing. Okay. Anyways, Sutton on the way over there, Sutton and Jennifer Tilly are talking. Sutton's nervous about seeing Bose tonight because of what happened with Dorit. And she's like, I wonder if Dorit is saying things, putting things in her ear to make her not like me. I'm going to tell you, Bose isn't that kind of woman. Bose, from what I gather, Bose can see things with her eyes and hear things with her ears and make up her mind then. She doesn't need somebody else telling her what to think. She forms her own opinions. She comes to her own conclusions. She's a critical thinker. No, that's not Bose. I can say that right now. Speaking of which, so everybody's there. Bose and Sutton are talking. Sutton is like, I don't like that you used weaponize. I don't like that you used that word with me. Well, Bose was like, listen, I used that word because what you said hurt Dorit. And then Sutton got that confused face of like, what? Well, it did. I mean, if someone's at their lowest point and someone says that, I mean, I would think that it would hurt someone. And then Sutton all of a sudden in her confessional with the jealousy, oh, if you would just put half the time that you put into your relationship, into your friendship with Dorit as you do into mine, then maybe you would see where I'm coming from. And jealousy. So this is jealousy. So that's jealousy. Sutton, and also, listen, the whole time, Bose is remaining calm and cool. And here's Sutton screaming. Sutton immediately has to go to like yelling. And now Bose is like, listen, I'm seeing something different here. Like on one hand, she's, sweet as sugar, sweet as a shoe fly pie in the middle of summer. And on the other hand, she's either delusional or she's very calculated with her words. This season, maybe she's a little calculated. I'm just saying. I don't know that she's delusional. I think she's a little calculated. So everybody sits down. Erica has performed. Everybody sits down. So Dorit then starts talking about PK. And I'm going to tell you, just like Erica, I was like, oh shit, where's the popcorn? It's going down. It's going down. Oh my God. So she starts talking. She asks Kyle if she's been talking to PK. She's like, well, yes, but it's jokes and it's memes. And Dorit was like, so you've been exchanging things, even though you know things aren't good with us. And Kyle was like, you never told me that. And Sutton's like, like you didn't, but she did. She has told everybody multiple times in the group that things are not good between the two of them. They're separated, so things are not great. If you're separated, it's not like everything, it's like, you know, an everyday party all day, every day, a puppy party. It's not. So you know this, but she still continues to talk to her. Kyle says she never knew that things were bad between PK and Dorit. Well, Dorit told you, plus it's been in the press, okay? And we know everybody out there reads everything. So you know this. I'm actually, listen, not many times in my life will I say I'm Team Dorit. I'm Team Dorit on this. Things aren't good between her and Kyle. So if things aren't good between Dorit and Kyle, why is Dorit going to make it worse by then going and talking to her maybe soon-to-be ex-husband? If the tables were turned on this and Dorit was dipping into Mauricio's, DMs or calling him, you can guarantee Kyle would not be. Kyle was like, I would be okay with that because of because of how we were as friends, as couple friends. I don't think she would be. I don't think she would be at all. And I don't understand why Kyle's so upset that she's bringing this up and that she's upset by it. And Dorit says she's not the most upset about the actual texting. It's just the fact that Kyle never said, hey, just to let you know, I'm sending memes and jokes back and forth with PK. Just to let you know. I mean, that's shady. And Kyle, like, I'm a girl's girl. I would never do that because I'm a girl's girl. That to me, that's not a girl's girl. That breaks girl code. And that's not right. So it seems to me like, because Kyle was like, I'm done and I'm done. We're done. She's like, what does that mean? I'm done. So are they done with being friends or what? And also, lastly, I don't know why everything was flowing with like Dorit and Kyle. And then all of a sudden Sutton just has to insert herself with that kid's comment. And then immediately starts screaming after Dorit starts talking. I agree with Dorit. Sutton was like, when I put myself out there and said that I would be there if you need somebody, I didn't mean that I would be the first person you should call, but if you needed someone, I would be here, and I mean that. And Dorit was like, I don't know that I believe that. And I get that because just the last episode, she was like kicking her when she's down. Why, if I was Dorit and I was having problems, why would I go to someone who was just kicking me when I'm at my lowest point? Why am I going to do that? Nobody would do that. So I agree with her on that. So then Sutton was all like, well, fine. We're not friends then. We're not friends. When I see you out and I'm sitting at a table, I can be civil. Civil! I will be civil. This is my very civil. If you're screaming, I'm being civil, that's not being civil. I can tell you that much right now. I know that for a fact. being civil doesn't mean screaming, I'm civil. So there we go. So at least two friendships were broken off. So, okay. Listen, in the comments, let me know if you watched, what you thought. And if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Be mindful and aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with water. And if you are in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, and prayers and positive energy to get you through. And if you're in California, I am sending extra love and prayers to keep you safe. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.